What's up, guys? John here. I know I haven't actually uploaded anything new the past couple of weeks, months, can't remember. But at least I'm doing another video now. This is actually something I bought for a friend. It's not mine. It's actually going to him once we meet this weekend or next few days. But before I actually hand it over to him, I actually want to show off to you the gun. This is the Hogwarts Magic Notebook. It's a book about a book. Yeah, just kidding. I can't read. This is a pretty unique airsoft replica. It's definitely one of the smallest pistols that I've seen. This is the Hogwarts Glock 42. Yay! It's not a book. Hooray for illiteracy. Anyway, so in the box, you have the gun, the magazine inserted. You have this magazine follower. I don't know why you need this. This is not giving me, what do you call this? Confidence in the magazine follower of the gun if they actually need to put one on there extra. You get this. This is the user manual. Also parts list, so you know what number parts and whatever. Exploded diagram, and you get the gun. So let's put that aside. It says it's Hogwarts, but this is definitely a gun made by Stark Arms. And why the different name for this gun? Well, after I show you the tour of the gun, you probably know right away. Anyway, so this is the gun. First things first, this gun is tiny. It is really a small gun. It's not really a big gun. As you can see, trying to hold on. If you have big hands, trying to hold on to it is a challenge because your pinky finger is gonna be like this. You don't know what to do with your pinky finger. To be honest, there's actually a magazine extension. Magazine that has a magazine extension that has a little bit more plastic, so your finger has a place to go. But for maximum concealability, this is basically how the gun ships to you. So this is a copy of the Glock 42. For people who don't know, the Glock 42 is essentially a pocket pistol. It's a concealable firearm made by Glock for concealed carry, essentially. The Glock 42 fires 380 auto, which is known in the firearms world as 9mm short. It's essentially for me personally, it's the smallest round that I'd confidently carry for what do you call this, for protection. Although I'd probably just go with 9mm anyway. So Glock 42. It's really small, tiny. It's a tiny gun. I don't know if you can see that. So let's move this a little bit closer to you guys so you can actually see the trademarks. The trademarks, the externals of the gun are actually pretty fantastic. There's a couple of marks here, machine marks or pin marks, or the ejector marks. I'm sorry. Here near the grip. Here. Oh, sorry, not the grip, the trigger guard. There's a machine mark here. It's a pin mark, I guess. But as you can see, trademarks are pretty deep here. It's been engraved pretty deeply. Glock 42 USA 380 auto. Says the same thing here on top. It says 380 auto. There's a proof mark, Glock US proof mark. On the right side, you can see proof mark, and the serial number. On the bottom, you have a serial number as well. So there's so many Glock trademarks here. So if Gaston Glock actually saw this, it'd probably shit a brick. Because, Glock likes to sue anybody that actually uses their their logo or trademark without permission. And this is definitely, I can totally understand if Stark actually just used Hogwarts as a name to market this in territories that are not the US. So there you go. So even the magazine, so there's a, show you how tiny this magazine is. Look at that, look at how tiny that is. So you have Glock, fill valve, the actual valve. Very spring tension on this magazine is very tight. You can load around 12 BBs in here, but I doubt if the gun actually has enough gas to finish off all those rounds. It's definitely not a high capacity pistol. It's not supposed to be. The real gun actually holds 6 rounds of 380 auto. It's enough to shoot, basically just buy you time to reload or whatever, or just extricate yourself from a gunfight. The slide is aluminum. The finish on it is very good. It has like very like this powder finish. It's not like this one. This one is an Army 1911. Sorry, an Army Glock. This is basically a copy of the TM. You can see how the difference in finishes there. And you can see how big the Glock 17, how gigantic the Glock 17 looks beside the Glock 42. Left side, right side. See how much narrower that Glock 42 is compared to the Glock 17. So anyway, the gun has a last round locks the slide open on the last round. All the controls are very flush. Sits very flush to the body. That actually, compared to this one. Sorry, I don't see if you can see it. So basically, that facilitates smoother drawing of the gun from your body or from the concealed holster that you actually put it in. Shoot off a few rounds. Not gonna be putting BBs inside because there is no point. I don't have a chrono, so just gonna see how the gun cycles in front of the camera. I'm holding down the slide stop, so the gun doesn't lock open while I shoot it. But just look at how much travel, how much slap you actually have to take up on the gun before the trigger breaks. This is the reset. Then last round holds it open. It's surprising how much recoil this little tiny thing has. Actually has a little bit more recoil than this Glock 17. Such a tiny thing has a fair amount of recoil, actually, to be completely honest. Pretty surprising. To adjust the hop, you have to take out the slide. You know how to, basically it removes the same way as a normal Glock. Pull this down, push the slide out, then fiddle with the hop up like a normal Glock. I think this takes a TM style inner barrels. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm like 80% sure that it takes that way. It takes the TM hops and TM 1911 style barrels, VSR basically, which you'd want to do because the power on this thing is around 250 FPS. That's actually pretty optimistic. I would hazard a guess probably around 230 FPS. You can use green gas with this. because obviously it has an aluminum slide. It really doesn't need that extra green gas to make it cycle. Look at that, it's tiny thing. So you have 12 rounds of 210 to 220 FPS. If you want to up that a little bit, put a tighter barrel in there, but then again, this is not something that you will. So you'd probably want to use these things as a last ditch weapon, just like the real steel counterparts. If your primary, secondary, like this Glock, runs out, you can still have like 12 rounds of BBs there. You can still defend yourself properly. Or if you're a sniper, you want a gun that is small, easily concealable in your kit. You don't have to worry about it. This probably will fit in a regular. You don't even need a holster for this. This will fit in your dump pouch or a pouch in your vest probably. This is it. This gun cost around $115, if I'm not mistaken, in EB Airsoft. That's including shipping fees. To be honest, people give EB Airsoft a bit of flack, but I got this gun around 2 weeks from when I paid for it. So there you go. It's a pretty good gun. It's a good gun for collectors as well. It's a unusual gun. If you like Glocks, if you like Glocks but don't want to feel like a special snowflake in game sites, or basically if you're just collecting Glocks, this is a nice gun to get. There is a steel slide for this. Someone makes a steel slide for this. It's about $160. That's, I think, the cheapest steel slide I know of for an airsoft pistol. You can get that if you want that extra realism of a steel slide, but then again, because the magazine is so small, I don't know if that there's enough gas in here to fire off all of the rounds in here for that steel slide. But then again, you never know. So that is pretty much it for this hands-on and unboxing. This is the Hogwarts Glock 42. Stark makes it. Looks pretty nice. Don't know about shooting impressions yet. Again, this is not my gun. Recoil is pretty hard for such a small gun. Very deep engraving, everything. So if you like it, if you like what you see, might as well just grab one for yourself through EB Airsoft. It's the only place that I saw that still has it in stock. All the other places, this gun is gone. I can't find it anymore. So if you like that video, guys, if you found that helpful, please like, subscribe, comment, share this video. If you have any other questions, just leave them down below. Try to get them as soon as I can. All right, thanks very much.